Yeah, thank you, Nadia. And hi, everybody. This is Venkat Ramana from India. I'm going to talk about the topic how to create the culture of innovation in field services. That is the topic for today. And what we're going to discuss today in today's session will be like this. What are the field services, and what are the challenges people face in field services, and what is the importance, especially with respect to the industry uh, fourth revolution, which is the new industrial trend and benchmark. And then we are going to talk about effect of innovative culture on the organization as a whole, in the culture of the as a whole, it's a organizational value system. And then we are talking about 7:7 rule to have the how to create this innovative culture. And of course, last one is that the approach what is required is 360-degree approach. Now let us talk about what we all know what are the field services, but nevertheless it's very important to know the field services means managing and optimizing suppliers equipment at his premises or maybe in the field wherever the customer wants. This is the basic fundamental definition of field services. What they do in field services is we know that the installation of equipment or maybe systems, and then providing the seamless services, and then repairs of the equipment or system whenever and wherever is required. This is the fundamental approach of field services. What is the objective of field services? We should know not only in installation, providing service, and repairing. The whole idea of field services, the objective should be to provide customer the satisfactory experience with the good service levels and improved efficiency and productivity. If you forget about the efficiency and productivity, you provide the service, the customer may not be a delighted customer. Now, once you talk about these services, and we are going to talk about the innovative culture, we should also, it is imperative to understand what are the challenges these field service people are facing. The most important thing is the customer expectations. With the evolution of technology, with the evolution of all those industry 4 guidelines, the customer expectations are increasing day by day. Some expectations are clearly said, some expectations are unsaid. The unsaid expectations are very, very crucial to understand and deliver to the customer. And the service delivery optimization. The things have gone. Now customer expects on the first call to attend their service, attend their equipment, to provide the best service in best optimized way. And the real-time communication is the real challenge. And of course, it's easy with the technology. And the next one is real-time resource allocation based on the requirement. The allocation of the equipment is also very, very important for the field service people. Whatever resources they have to assign those resources. May be manpower, their resources may be equipment, their resources may be any kind of thing which aids to provide field services to the customer. And the most important challenge is the increased costs. With the technology has come up very well. At the same time, the cost of technology also carrying with you, but the customer is not going to pay for that. It is the biggest challenge is the increased cost, how to manage this cost. And at the same time, you have to take the safety and security of the people, not only your people and equipment of the customer and the resources of the customer, at the same time, your safety and security of our people within the organization. So the field service, what are the new trends as per the industry 4 norms are, the automation has come up a long way since industry 3 revolution. And now industry 4, it is morely driven by the artificial intelligence and monitoring, advanced artificial intelligence, hybrid systems, big data, cloud computing, Internet of Things. At the same time, the predictability and proactive maintenance of the equipment, that is the most important thing, which has part of the industry evolution for the field services. And then adaptive services. The systems are changing rapidly. The customer expectations are changing rapidly. The automation is gone to the higher level of technology. So the adaptive services are very, very important for the field service uh, companies, at the same time the people who are rendering the services to the customer. Now, what when we talk about the innovation, what impact will it will bring if you have an innovative approach? It will definitely have a positive impact. The major impact on the innovation is the standardizing the work process flow, the standardizing the systems, the standardizing the things which you are going to uh, uh, provide to the customer. And at the same time, it immensely reduce the paperwork. Everything will be online. You can retrieve the data, analyze the data, and you can take decisions instantaneously. And then seamless scheduling. The scheduling is the most important thing. With the innovation, you can have a better schedule. The effect of better scheduling is that you can utilize your resources in the form of manpower or in the form of asset very effectively, and you can increase your productivity of the people and the profitability of your organization also. At the same time, as I mentioned earlier, accurate resources allocation to each of the tasks or each of the customer assignments. And most important, nevertheless, it's less talked point is the increased employee empowerment. People get empowered because of innovative, creative solutions, and people will be engaged more. And at the same time, they deliver the optimal performance. And of course, the innovation is no end. There is always an improvement for the innovation also. Now, coming to, in order to meet this, create a culture of the organization, there are basically some rules what we are following in India, especially in our organization. These are the created rules what we have created. It's we can say it's a innovation from our side, from Larsen to Bro. We are adopting in our organization. This rule is called 7:7 rule. Especially this has been derived by me in our organization to address our issues internally. We have got internal field services and of course external field service from the outside agencies. So the first one is the first box. What you can see on the left hand side is there are 7 points. The bottom one, the shared values. In order to have, if you have values, that has to be shared equally by top to bottom people whomsoever engaged in your organization. And these values should be known to everybody. Everybody should connect to that one. So in order to do that, there are other 5 S's, 6 S's in fact, that is strategy, structure, systems, and style. These are the 4 things which are in the totally control of the top management. You need to have a strategy for the innovation, strategy for the culture, strategy for the values of the organization, and need to have a structure in place to implement these strategies down the line across the organization or across the boundaries wherever your people are working. And the other one is the style. What style of working you are adopting to execute these strategies. And these are the 4 things which are in the management control. You can completely transform your organization with great values and culture. And the next 2 are the skill and staff. These are related to the manpower. You need to have a skilled manpower and skilled staff. And the staff, when I say the administrative, maybe the other marketing and sales staff also. When I talk about the skill, it is purely the people who are really executing the work in the field, providing service to the customer directly. These are the very important that I will cover in subsequent slides. Once you have these shared values, you have to have those 4 things with the company and 2 things with the people, and you can have those 7 things in place and you create a culture. And the right hand side, if you talk about, innovation parenting. When I talk about innovation parenting, means you need to have those complete innovative structure in your organization. You have to handhold, you have to teach, you have to train the people to think creatively and adopt those creativeness which is coming from the employees or the people within your organization. You have to own it and give the credit to them and take it forward. That is called innovative parenting. And second one, they bust the hierarchy. You remove, completely break the hierarchy system, and everybody could be approachable. Everybody can talk to anybody to have this innovative culture in the organization. And third one is encourage the unreasonable. The creativity, the innovation only comes when you think in non-conventionally, unreasonably. Then the things that the creativeness comes. That creates the innovation. Encourage the people to think unreasonably, and then don't die for indigestion. Indigestion means don't die for the small things. Don't worry about the small things. The small things comes and goes. With the small things, don't divert your for the bigger goals. And the fourth one, the next one is the cultivate external relationships. Cultivate the external relationship. What external relationship will pay you, that you can learn from them, you can grow with them, and mutually collaborative approach you can create. Their innovations can be adapted. At the same time, your new innovations can be shared with them. Thereby, this is a mutual growth with the customers as well as within your organization. This is a collaborative approach. It's called as a lateral approach. And then hire the best and fast. You can have a best of the technology, you can have the best of the people, best of the equipment, but if you don't have a best people, that's very difficult. In a current day scenario, nobody wants to come into the field services. It is always better whomsoever is available. The best people are available in the market. You have to hire them fast and then get into your board very quickly. And open the communication. You need to have a proper communication from top to bottom. The next rule is 360-degree approach. And we have innovated 10, again, this is our innovation. Again, there are 10 points to create value and culture within your organization. Thereby, your organization should become an innovative organization. Create a culture and values. Have a culture, align that culture with your strategy, and redefine your values so that these values can mean for you. At the same time, you can have a value addition to your customers. Next one, deploy growth drivers. You need to have a growth drivers in place. Growth drivers means cost reduction approaches, innovative methodologies to address the customer, and then customer relations and commitment. This should be very important. And systems and procedures, people management, create an USP. At this, when talk about the customer relationship, you need to have a complete communication from the top to bottom. Everybody should be responsible. People should be trained to meet the customer requirements. After that, make them accountable for the everything what they are doing for the customers. That is called the customer centricity. You need to have a systems and procedures, work instructions, standard operating procedures, and ISO systems, whatsoever you want. And people management. The most important thing is retain the good talent by engaging them. Make them feel that they are doing a great job for the organization. That is very really mean for this organization. And have the growth plan, career plan intact for the people, and maintain work-life balance. Create an USP for your organization. Create a USP for your field services, which is meant for you, which makes a value to the customer. That will drive your organization to be a creative, innovative, cost-effective organization. And you need to have a quality at best each and every time philosophy. Don't chase the quality, don't chase the compliances, chase the quality. Then that gives the best services. And the material management is very important for the cost point of view, cost reduction point of view, and availability of the point of view. And then digitalization, as I mentioned earlier, is very important, not only for the profitability point of view, not only for the customer concentricity point of view. It is important for the sustainable point of view for the long time comes for your organization. At the same time, your customer. Establish the safety and environment standards. This is, nobody should forget about this one. You should practice within your organization. You should train your people to engage them in the safety practices at your customer premises and others. And if you follow these rules, your company can become a very innovative, creative organization to sustain your business. At the same time, provide the best services to your customer. That is all from my side. Thank you very much. If anybody have any questions, I am most happy to answer those questions.